welcome everybody to tonight's matchup as the East Long Meadow play host to the Agawam Brownies. The Spartans are 7-4 and currently on a 4-game winning streak, beating Pope Francis on Friday night 18-4. McKenna Whitwer is leading all scorers in Western Mass with 60 goals. In 7 out of her 11 games this year, she's scored at least 5 goals. Agawam has a record of 1-10, losing their last game to Long Meadow 19-1. When these two teams faced off earlier in the season, East Long Meadow came out on top 17-6. East Long Meadow has won 6 in a row against Agawam, outscoring them 100-17 during that stretch. But before that, the Spartans were only 1-25 all time, only scoring 133 goals while giving up 416. It must have been tough for Liz. Mac Whitwer on the draw. Ball is up, and Julia Illingsworth comes up with the ball. Gets the ball over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino behind the net. Over to Pelletier. Pelletier swings it over to McKechnie. McKechnie kicks it up top to Whitwer. And the Spartans will set up their offense. Whitwer does a dodge, goes by 1-2, goes in, takes a sidearm shot between the keeper's legs. Put the Spartans up 1-0. Spartans have outscored their opponents this year 143-107. East Long Meadow scored double digits in all of their games except for their first game to Long Meadow and then to Grafton. Whitwer and Giovanni on the draw. Ball goes up. Looks like Mary DeVoy got a piece of it. And Mac Whitwer comes up with it, gets the ball over the straightening line, and will start the East Long Meadow offense. Kicking ball over to Marino. Marino over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino behind the net. Over to Pelletier. Up to McKechnie. McKechnie to DeVoy. DeVoy back up to Whitwer. Gets the ball back over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino does a split dodge, goes through 1-2, turns around, goes to take a shot. Looks like she's getting called, and Pellegrino will be getting herself an 8-meter attempt. Pellegrino, 8-meter attempt. Pellegrino goes in, throws the ball up over the keeper's head. And Pellegrino gets herself up on the board with her 7th goal of the season. Spartans up quickly, 2-0. 10:21 left to go in the first quarter. Whitwer and Giovanni back up on the draw. Ball's up. Mary DeVoy knocks it loose. Kylie Marino knocks it loose again. Ball's still loose. Mac Whitwer gets hit with the call. And Charest will come up with it. Looking to set up the Brownies offense for the first time tonight. And Charest This time Shrest will try to run the ball over the restraining line. She gets the ball over to King. King gets the ball over the restraining line, flicks it into Giovanni. Giovanni still with the ball up on top. She tries to go by Whitwer. Spartans get called for a penalty, and Giovanni will be getting herself an 8-meter attempt. Giovanni turns around, fires it in there, and Julia Gray there to make the stop. Kylie Marino comes up with it, gets knocked loose. Marino still gets it up, gets the ball over to Gray. Gray gets the ball over to Mac Whitwer, and Mac Whitwer will make a headway, go through all of Agawam, gets the ball over the restraining line. Nobody stepping to her, goes through 1, 2, get herself some shooting space, and Mac Whitwer will have an 8-meter attempt. Mac Whitwer, 8-meter attempt. Mac runs it in, goes low this time, gets her second goal of the game, put the Spartans up 3-0. Marino versus Giovanni on the draw this time. Spartans changing it up a little bit. False start on Giovanni, and Kylie Marino comes up with it, quickly getting the ball over the restraining line. Nobody stepping to her. Pulls back, gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie tries to find a seam, nothing there. McKechnie goes around, still nothing, flicks it over to Whitwer. Nice grab by Whitwer. And Mac will get herself another 8-meter attempt. Mac goes in, goes around the defender, turns around all the way around, gets herself a quick hat trick. The Spartans are up 4-0, 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Agawam defense seeming to have a little bit of a tough time getting that's 4 penalties on them. The Spartans have had 4 8-meters, leading to 4 goals. If Agawam can stop giving up those 8-meter attempts to force East Long Meadow to get a more difficult shot. What do I know? Kylie Marino up on the draw. False start this time on Marino, and Giovanni will come up with it. Giovanni goes through East Long Meadow defenders, kicks it over, ball over to Charest. Charest throws it over to DeBella. DeBella met by Gianna Byron. Gianna Byron comes up with it, and Gianna Byron is off to the races. Byron passes the 40, gets the ball over the restraining line. Byron goes, splits the defenders, takes a shot in front of the net. Oh, almost trickled in after the keeper hit it. Nope, did go in. Gianna Byron with her second goal of the season. Byron scoring her first goal the other day, quickly getting her second goal right now. So good job by Gianna Byron. Spartans up 5-0, 6:29 to go in the first period. Marino on the draw. Ball's up. Marino knocks it loose. Who's going to get it? LaRock comes up with it. Good job by LaRock waiting for that ball to come over the restraining line. And she gets the ball over Rosario. Rosario kicks it up to Pazinski. Pazinski with just Avery Morgado. And Kylie Marino gets called with a checking call. Pazinski still with the ball. Kicks it to Rosario. Good pass by Agawam to get the ball in as Kylie Marino gets hit with another call, and it looks like Rosario will be getting herself an 8-meter attempt. Nice pass there by Giovanni to get the ball to Rosario. Rosario gets Kylie Marino with the yellow card on that. Rosario runs it in, looks to go up, turns around, gets a shot, and gets one by Julia Gray to put the Brownies up on the board. Rosario with the Brownies' first goal of the game, cut the lead to 5-1. It's Rosario's 11th goal of the game. It's Pellegrino up on the draw. Pellegrino and Giovanni. Ball goes up. Mac Whitwer one-hands it. Good grab by Mac. Mac quickly gets the ball over the restraining line. Gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie feathers it into Illingsworth. Illingsworth, a little Twizzler. Julia Illingsworth continuing her goal streak, getting another goal there. It's Julia's 12th goal of the season. It looks like Agawam will be calling a timeout as the Spartans take a 6-1 lead with 5:25 left. Freshman Ava Pellegrino on the draw. Still believe that she's going up against Giovanni. Pellegrino flicks it up. This time, Charest comes out with it, gets the ball over to LaRock. LaRock kicks it back over to Giovanni. This time, Mac Whitwer gets hit with a call. A lot of 8 meters already in this game. Spartans had 4, and Agawam, this is their third one. As Giovanni tries to take another shot, and Julia Gray stops her for the second time today. Gray airmails it up to Lucy Parsons. Can somebody get to it? Ball goes out of bounds. Brownies ball. Litz will run it in. Litz gets it knocked loose by Lucy Parsons. Lucy Parsons just the keeper, just the goalie left. Parsons cuts back in. And Lucy Parsons with a goal. A little late on that. I don't think the goalie knew where that one went. I think Parsons got one between her legs. Lucy Parsons quickly gets herself a goal. Spartans now, not after that goal, but the Spartans now have 5 players with double-digit goals on the season, with Whitwer leading with 60, McKechnie with 28, Pelletier with 14, Marino with 12, and Illingsworth with 11 after scoring a hat trick the other day against Pope Francis, but she now has 12 after scoring that goal earlier on. Pellegrino gets the ball up. The ball's empty stick check. McKechnie comes out with it, gets the ball over the restraining line, goes through 1-2, takes a sidearm shot and isn't. Don't know. Yeah, McKechnie's going to get a yellow card. Looks like she hit an Agawam player with the ball as she took the shot. And we'll be back after the trainers are coming out onto the field. And we're back, McKechnie and Marino, as Agawam will have a 2-man advantage. I don't know for how much longer. Kylie Marino's penalty should be winding down. They get the ball to LaRock. And the Spartans get called for a too many men on that side of the field. Yep, Spartans got called with too many men on the field. They only had 3 attackers. As Agawam is still down a player. Great stick check by Avery Morgado. As Rosario comes up with it, loses it. Ball's still loose. Hannah Eddy fighting for it, and good job by Hannah Eddy to come up with that ball. She takes off down the sideline. She's met by two Brownies. She gets the ball over to Veronica Burns. Burns all the way over to the other, switches fields over to Mac Whitwer. And then we'll watch Mac Whitwer go through everybody, gets the ball over the restraining line, goes through 1, goes through 2, turns around, fires a shot, point blank. That's tough for any goalie to save as Mac Whitwer scores her 4th goal. The Spartans up 8-1, scoring that goal with a man down. Spartans up 8-1. Still 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Kylie Marino on a draw, along with Mac Whitwer and Mary DeVoy on a circle. Ball goes up as Giovanni comes up with it, gets the ball over to Pazinski. Pazinski gets the ball back over to Giovanni. And she's looking to start up the Brownies offense. Giovanni tries to go in, tries to go by Mac Whitwer's, double teamed by Kylie Marino. She kicked it over to Curto. Curto over to Charest. Charest tries a feather in the middle to Mahoney. Ball comes dislodged. There's a penalty on Pazinski, and Morgado comes up with it. Gets the ball to Gray. Gray gets it over to Burns. Burns gets one down the sideline over to Lucy Parsons. Parsons does a little hop skip, goes through 2 of the Brownies, gets the ball over the restraining line. Parsons still with the ball, gets the ball over to Pelletier, comes dislodged. Pelletier still fighting with it. And Pelletier gets called with, we'll go with a warding call. Brownies with the ball. Quick release by the goalie that gets the ball up to Charest. Charest gets the ball up to Pazinski. Pazinski in the middle of the field with Crimmins. She gets the ball over to Mahoney. Mahoney gets the ball over the restraining line, set up the Brownies offense as LaRock temporarily loses it. LaRock goes in there and yard sale and Sticks flying everywhere. Sticks going on the field. Good job by Avery Morgado to tap that one back to Julia Gray. Julia Gray deep in the Spartans territory. She looks to take off. She gets the ball up to Mac Whitwer, and Mac Whitwer will have plenty of space to take off. She gets the ball up to McKechnie. McKechnie making headway. McKechnie looking to go by one. Takes a left-handed shot. Sand there to pick it up. Sand fires a shot, and good job by the goalie to make a point-blank save. Good job by Agawam on that as Gianna Byron gets the ball over the restraining line, turns around, gets the ball to Lucy Parsons. Parsons behind the net. Parsons still with the ball. Gets the ball over to Mary DeVoy. Mary DeVoy takes one in. Mary DeVoy turns around, keeps it, goes around the back of the cage. Fires one up just over Lucy Parsons' head as the Spartans take an 8-1 lead at the end of the first quarter. Back with second quarter action. The Spartans up 8-1. I believe that's Marino and Giovanni back on the draw. This time the ball gets up and loose, and Charest and Whitwer fighting for it. Whitwer kicks it loose. Whitwer misses the tomahawk chop. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Gets the ball over to Parsons. Parsons behind the net to Illingsworth. Illingsworth goes through one, takes a shot, and keeper makes a save on that one. Good job by Agawam. Keeper making another back-to-back good saves. Now Agawam will try to work it from deep in their territory. LaRock gets the ball over to Stiletto. Gets picked off by Parsons. Parsons running in, just one more defender. She tries to do a little split dodge. Gets the ball knocked away, picks it up. Parsons still with the ball. Gets the ball over to Crimmins. Crimmins to Illingsworth. All the way out to Marino. That ball gets loose. Can Hannah Eddy get over to pick it up? Ball's still loose, still on the ground. Ball's kicked away. Agawam comes up with that ball. Agawam picks it up, quickly gets the ball over the other side of the Pazinski. Pazinski turns around, goes by one, just her and Gray. Pazinski will get some type of call against Byron. So this time Pazinski will be taking an 8-meter attempt. Pazinski goes in, up over Julia Gray's head to get her 7th goal of the game, cut the Spartans' lead down 8-2. First quarter scores, Gianna Byron had a goal, Mac Whitwer had 4, Parsons had 1, Illingsworth had 1, and Ava Pellegrino had 1. That was Pazinski. Pazinski had it. First quarter goal was for Agawam was Rosario. Giovanni and Marino on the draw. Ball is up. Giovanni comes up with it, quickly getting the ball over the restraining line. Kicks it up to Goodrow. Goodrow back to Giovanni, over to Rosario. Looking to play a little two-man maybe. Giovanni with the ball. Throws it deep into Goodrow. Goodrow turns around, tries to get the ball to Finn Mahoney. Some type of call this time. Mahoney will be taking an 8-meter attempt. Seems like there's a ton of 8-meter attempts in this game. Mahoney, 8-meter attempt. She runs it and turns around, takes a shot, goes low on Gray. And Mahoney gets a goal. Her 9th goal of the season, cut the Spartans' lead down 8-3. That was Finn Mahoney. Finn. What's that? 6. Bless you. And Sabina McKechnie up on the draw this time. McKechnie gets the ball up. Kylie Marino. Ball is still loose. Ball is still loose. Get the ball into an open space, and Mac Whitwer will come out with that. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Swing and a miss by Agawam. 2 swings and a miss by Agawam. And the third time they finally call. Probably the wrong person. You want to be shooting on an 8-meter attempt straight on. Mac Whitwer getting herself an 8-meter attempt. Mac runs it in, turns around, fakes left, and gets herself her 5th goal of the game. Put the Spartans back up 9-3 with 8:16 left in the second quarter. Mac Whitwer's 65th goal on the season. Next highest is Raymond from Mount Greylock at 52. Mac has leading all Western Mass scorers by a pretty large sum, as every single night she keeps adding to that. Pellegrino up on the draw. Pellegrino on the draw, gets it up to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer gets the ball over the restraining line and will look to set up the Spartans' offense. Gets the ball over to Sand over to Mary DeVoy, to Pellegrino, to Crimmins, behind the net to Pelletier, over to Illingsworth, back over to Whitwer. Whitwer over to DeVoy, over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino all the way over to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer looking for some cutters. Gets the ball behind the net to Sand. Gets temporarily displaced. Sand looking to do a split dodge. Turns around. Nothing there. Pulls the ball back out. Gets the ball over to Illingsworth behind the cage. Back to Mac. Mac's going to take it in. She goes through one. She looks for that cutter. Gets the ball to Illingsworth, and Illingsworth turns her around and puts one behind the keeper for her 2nd goal of the game. Good 2-man action right there from Mac Whitwer to take 2 of the defenders away as Illingsworth cuts to the net. Mac finds the open player, and Julia buries it in the back of the net. Illingsworth's 13th goal of the season. Spartans up 10-3. Pellegrino on the draw. Pellegrino comes away with it. Good self-draw. Gets the ball over the restraining line. Gets the ball into sand. Over to Devoy. Over to Whitwer, back to Pellegrino. Mack to Pellegrino. Pellegrino over to Devoy. Devoy hits Crimmins. Crimmins looking for some cutters. All the way back out to Whitwer. To Pellegrino. To Devoy. Whitwer back up on top. Over to Devoy. Back to Mack. Over to Pellegrino. Pellegrino finds the seam. She goes through 1, 2. Pellegrino gets herself a goal. She goes low post on the goalie. It's Pellegrino's second goal of the game. Spartans now up 11-3. Giovanni and McKechnie on the draw. And circle is Mary Devoy and Kylie Marino. Giovanni flings it up. McKechnie comes out with it. Gets the ball over the restraining line to Lucy Parsons. Parsons will set up the Spartans offense, getting the ball behind the net to Pelletier, to Illingsworth, over to Crimmins. That pass gets picked off by Giovanni. Giovanni over to Mahoney. Mahoney to Pazinski. Pazinski throws the ball over Mahoney's head, and I think that was Agawam stepped over the restraining line. Emma Crimmins gets the ball. She goes by a defender. She gets the ball over the restraining line. Only one defender left. Crimmins tries to go by her, keeps the ball around the cage. Gets the ball over to Pelletier. Pelletier over to McKechnie. McKechnie to Devoy, to Marino, to Parsons, to Illingsworth. Behind the cage to Crimmins. Crimmins looking for some cutters. Over there, gets the ball back to Illingsworth. Illingsworth over to McKechnie. McKechnie to Devoy. Devoy over to Marino. Marino looking to make something happen, and Giovanni gets a little full extension, a little too much extension on the body, and Marino will get herself on a 12-meter. Marino to Devoy. To Crimmins. Crimmins looking to do a little split dodge, turns around, gets the ball knocked away. And Agawam comes up with the ball. Brogdon has it. She gets the ball up to Mahoney. Mahoney over the 40, over the restraining line. Met by Gianna Byron. Byron slows her down. Ball's tried to be feathered in. Agawam can't hold on to it. Julia Gray comes out of the net. She gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie still with the ball over the 50. She'll get the ball over the restraining line, gets the ball up to Crimmins. Crimmins with only one. Crimmins goes by one, turns around, takes a shot, and Crimmins goes low far post. Emma Crimmins gets herself up on the board. That's Emma's 4th goal of the season. Spartans up 12-3 with 2:19 left in the second quarter. Pellegrino on the draw. This time against Rosario. Balls, restart, redraw. Pellegrino and Rosario on a redraw. Second time, this time Pellegrino gets called for false start. Rosario gets it. Pellegrino quickly with a check a little high. Ball's loose. Charest comes up with it. Charest to Stiletto. Stiletto kicks it over to Mahoney. Mahoney looking to start up the offense. Gets the ball over to Charest, over to Rosario. Rosario does a roll, dodges with her and the goalie, shoots the ball just wide. Nice little move by Rosario. Ball's loose. Rosario and Giovanni, they're leading scorers, with Rosario with 10 goals and Giovanni with 12 goals. Charest with the ball, gets the ball over to Rosario. Rosario over to Mahoney. Mahoney behind the net to Goodrow. Back to Rosario. Rosario tries to turn around and go around, tries to fling it back to Goodrow. Goodrow back all the way up to the top to DeBella. DeBella met by 2 Spartan defenders. And looks like DeBella got hit with a charging call. Kylie Marino comes up with it. Goes by 1. Marino gets the ball over the restraining line with 45 seconds left. Gets the ball over to Pelletier. Good job by Illingsworth to save it and keep it in. Ball's disrupted from Agawam, and Parsons comes up with it. 30 seconds left. Spartans should be waiting for last shot. Marino with the ball, looking to do a little 2-man with her and Whitwer. Marino goes left, turns around, goes around the back of the cage, gets the ball over to Parsons. Parsons with 10 seconds left. Parsons looking to go all the way around. Nothing there. She flicks the ball back to Illingsworth. Illingsworth to Mac Whitwer, and time runs out. Good defense by Agawam to not let the Spartans have a shot off as Spartans go into the halftime 12-3. We're back with second half action. Spartans up 12-3. False start on Marino. Gianna Byron with the goal. Mac Whitwer with 5. Parsons with 1. Illingsworth 2. Crimmins 1. Pellegrino with 2. Mahoney with 1. Rosario with 1. And Pazinski with 1 for Agawam. Ball's loose. Charest comes up with it. Turns around, takes a Giovanni took a shot, saved by Julia Gray as Mahoney giving chase to Gray. Gray airmails it. The ball goes all the way up to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer looking to turn around. Mac Whitwer takes a shot, blows one by the goalie, put the Spartans up 13-3. Mac's sixth goal of the game. With the 13th goal of the game, Spartans now up 10. Always tough for the opposing team to make up that 10-goal difference when the clock is running. Marino on the draw. Ball's up. Marino knocks it loose. Mac Whitwer giving chase to it. She comes up with it, temporarily loses it, stays in bounds, and will set up the Spartans' offense. Whitwer over to McKechnie, back to Marino. Marino over to Devoy, Devoy to Pellegrino. Pellegrino back to Devoy. Now it looks like Agawam's getting into play a little tighter defense with that running clock, and it seems to work out as Giovanni knocks the ball loose from Devoy. Ball comes loose again, and Pazinski comes up with it. Pazinski looks like she loses it. Pellegrino with it, feathers it into McKechnie. McKechnie can't hold on to it, and Agawam comes out with that. Nice look by Pellegrino. Sabina McKechnie can't hold on to it. Agawam comes up with it. Stiletto gets the ball over to Pazinski. Pazinski flicks it to the other side of the field as DeBella can't hold on to it, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Gianna Byron quickly picks it up, gets the ball in. That ball gets knocked away. A couple empty stick checks on that. Ball still loose. Finn Mahoney fighting for it. Mahoney kicks it to open space, and Mahoney, somebody's still trying to get it. Ball still on the ground. Still on the ground. This is like field hockey right now as that ball just bounced around about 20 yards, and Hannah Eddy comes up with it. She has plenty of speed, and she goes by a bunch of the Agawam defenders, gets the ball over the restraining line. I'd like to see Hannah just take this one in, and she does. Ooh, yeah. Good work by Hannah Eddy. Hannah Eddy should be getting herself an 8-meter attempt as one of the Agawam players is getting sent off the field. It looks like Rosario. LaRock getting sent off the field with a yellow card. Hannah Eddy, 8-meter attempt. Hannah Eddy, 8-meter attempt. Hannah runs it in, turns around, goes low far post, and Hannah Eddy gets her first goal of the season. Good job by Hannah. Well deserved. All that hard work running the ball down the field. Get the 8-meter attempt. Put it in the back of the net. Put the Spartans up 14-3. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Marino on the draw, Ball's popped loose. Giovanni comes up with it. And Giovanni runs the ball over, gets the ball over the restraining line, and Agawam having a tough time with that. This ball gets thrown out of bounds again. Gianna Byron comes up with it. Goes through 1, 2. Gets the ball knocked away. Good job by Giovanni. She turns around and gets the ball up to DeBella. DeBella with Burns. DeBella still with the ball. DeBella turns around, feathers one into Giovanni. Ball gets knocked loose. Avery Morgado. Good job by Avery to tap the ball into the back of the circle to Gray. Gray gets the ball up to Eddie. That ball comes loose. Ball is still loose. Mac Whitwer comes up with it. Mackey gets the ball over the restraining line. Good field awareness by Mac to turn around. And, oh, what a pass. What a pass by Mac Whitwer to hit Julia Illingsworth cutting from the backside of the net. Pick it up and turn around. And Julia Illingsworth gets herself another hat trick. Back-to-back games with Illingsworth getting hat tricks. Spartans up 15-3 with 5:32 to go in the third quarter. Marino on the draw. Ball goes up. Good grab by Giovanni to one-hand that. Get the ball up to Pazinski. Pazinski looking. She goes by one of the Spartans, just her and Julia Gray. And that was a nice goal by Pazinski to go low far post on Gray to get her second goal of the game. Pazinski again. Spartans still up 14-4 with 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. Marino and Giovanni on the goal, up on the draw. Ball goes up. McKechnie comes away with it. Gets the ball over to Parsons. Ball goes to Sand. Sand to Pelletier. Pelletier all the way back up top to Marino, to McKechnie. Back to Marino. Pellegrino with the ball. She's looking to do a little split. Gets the ball over to McKechnie. McKechnie behind the net. Over to Parsons. Parsons looking to make room. Nothing there. Ball gets knocked away. Parsons kicks it over to herself. Stays with it. Good job by Parsons to stay with that. Sand with the ball. Looking to do a little something. Nothing there. Gets the ball behind the net to McKechnie. McKechnie over to Sand. Sand sees a little space. Goes in and out. Sand turns around. Takes a shot. Good job by Marino to back that up. Good grab by Pelletier. Wow. Nice grab by Pelletier to turn her around and grab it, pull it back, and fire in the back of the net. Put the Spartans up 16-4. Pelletier's first goal of the game, 14th goal of the season. Spartans now with 8 different scorers. Eight different scores. Max got 6 goals. Illingsworth's got 3. And the other 6 girls all have 1 goal each. Ball's up. Marino kicks it over. McKechnie comes up with it. McKechnie turns around, nothing there. Cuts the ball over to Parsons. Parsons turns around, takes a shot, and Parsons goes up over the goalie's head. Lucy Parsons with her 2nd goal of the game, her 10th goal of the season. Spartans now up 17-4 with 1:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Marino on a draw, ball's up. Pellegrino gets called for foul. Now Pazinski with the ball. Pazinski gets the ball to the far side of the field, feathers it into Mahoney. Mahoney does a split dodge, throws the ball just wide of the net. Goodrow's there to back it up. Goodrow with the ball, 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. She finds the open cutter, can't hold on to it, and that ball will run out of bounds, and that should be it for the end of the 3rd quarter. As the Spartans looking to go into the 4th quarter with a 17-4 lead. 15 minutes of it, but that's on Tuesday. This week from tomorrow. Then they'll be in Western Mass and all that. We're back for 4th quarter action. Spartans up 17-4. Marino and Giovanni on the draw. Giovanni comes up with it. Throughout the night, it's probably been split 50-50 on those draws. There's Rosario with the ball. Looking to go around still with the ball. Trying to find Goodrow. Ball's still loose. Mahoney comes up with it. Gets the ball over to Charest. Charest to DeBella. DeBella tries to feather it in. Good grab by Rosario. Rosario gets a shot off. I think it's McKechnie that came up with that, or Hannah Eddy. I can't tell. Gets the ball up to Mary DeVoy. Mary DeVoy gets the ball up to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer, that play was before. That was by Hannah Eddy. Mac Whitwer over to Marino. Marino to Crimmins. Over to Illingsworth. Behind the cage to Parsons. Back to Illingsworth. Over to Crimmins. Agawam comes out with the ball. Giovanni getting the ball up to Charest. Charest up to DeBilla. DeBilla only has Byron in front of her. They kick the ball out. Ball goes back up to DeBilla. DeBilla around back of the cage to Goodrow. Goodrow looking for some cutters. Nobody's there. Ball gets knocked away by Whitwer. Marino comes up with it. And Marino will be off to the races. Marino goes by 1. Gets the ball behind that. Can't get. Tough pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Agawam comes up with it. Agawam deep into their territory. Charest with the ball, gets the ball up to Mahoney. Mahoney has plenty of daylight, gets the ball over the restraining line. And we'll start up Agawam's offense. Goodrow with the ball. Goodrow all the way up to the top to Charest, to Dabilla. Bell looking to make a move. Feathers it into Pazinski. Back to Dabilla. Over to Giovanni. To Giovanni and Mahoney looking to do a little two-man. Mahoney gets it, takes a shot, and Julia Gray there with the save. Julia Gray with a one-hopper to Mac Whitwer. Mac Whitwer getting the ball over the restraining line. And she'll start the Spartans offense with 8:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mary DeVoy over to Crimmins. Spartans having a tough time holding on to the ball. Crimmins deep into the Spartans territory, comes out with it. Good work by her to stay with that. Throws the ball, gets turned over as good play by LaRock to come over and one-hand grab that. LaRock gets the ball up. Mahoney now with the ball. Mahoney still with the ball. Hannah Eddy with the call. Slowed that play down. Goodrow with the ball. Goodrow still with the ball, looking to set up the Brownies offense. Goodrow takes it in, ball gets knocked away. Goodrow stays with it, flicks it into Giovanni. Giovanni rips a shot, misses just wide. Rizzo was there to back that up, gets the ball to Marino. Marino takes off down the field. As Kylie Marino gets stick check from behind. Stiletto weaves in and out, gets the ball over to that other side of the field to Dabilla. Spartans get hit with a couple of calls. Sand in on that. Sand this time with another call. Ref slows it down, tells the Spartans to get behind. Dabilla with the ball, splits two East Long Meadow defenders. Gets the ball over restraining line, tries to feather it in, knocked away by McKechnie, or by Whitwer. Dabilla still stays with it, ball still loose. Morton comes up with it. I think that's Morton. Morton gets the ball up to Parsons. Parsons kicks the ball up to DeVoy. Now the ball's back to Marino, back to DeVoy. Over to Whitwer. And over to Sand. Sand looking to do a little split dodge. She goes through 1-2. And it looked like Sand will get herself an 8-meter attempt. After Agawam gets themselves, I believe Giovanni gets herself a yellow card. Sand, 8-meter attempt. Sand runs it in, gets knocked away. Agawam comes up with it. Mac Whitwer fighting with it. Agawam player knocked the ball out of bounds. Mac Whitwer with the ball, gets the ball into Pellegrino. Pellegrino over to Sand. Sand tries it again. Nothing there. Gets the ball up to Whitwer. Whitwer calling out a play. Gets the ball over to Pellegrino. Gets this place. Pellegrino comes up with it, only to get knocked down. Spartans ball. Just over 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pellegrino and Whitwer looking to play a little two-man. Mac Whitwer goes in. Nothing there through 1, 2, 3. Count them. Mac Whitwer gets herself another goal. Put the Spartans up 18-4 with 3:45 left in the game. Mac Whitwer's now scored a goal in each quarter. She has 7 goals on the game. Pellegrino on a draw, false start, redraw. Pellegrino and Rosario up on the draw. The ball's waiting to get over the line, and Pazinski comes up with it. Pazinski going around. Gets the ball over to DeBella. Kick the ball up to Rosario on top of the key, up on top. Agawam with the ball, 2 minutes left in the game. Tries to feather it in. The ball gets disrupted. Pellegrino came out with it. Only an illegal check. Pellegrino with the ball deep into Spartans territory. Gets the ball over to Mary DeVoy. Mary DeVoy back to Gray. Over to Burns. Burns goes through 1, 2. Burns splits Agawam's defense. Just went through 4 girls. Gets the ball over the 40. Gets the ball over the 30. As a defender, keep going with it, kid. Burns keeps going in and around. Gets the ball over to Illingsworth. Illingsworth behind the cage to Pelletier. Over to Pellegrino. Mary DeVoy, over to Lucy Parsons, over to Illingsworth. Illingsworth behind the net to Pelletier. Spartans, I think they're trying to get the ball to Veronica Burns, trying to let her get in there and defend her, trying to get her to get herself a goal. Pelletier still with the ball, gets the ball over to Sand. Sand trying to go through 1, nothing there. She gets the ball over to Burns. That's what all the Spartan girls want. Veronica Burns turns around, goes through 1, 2. Veronica Burns trying to get herself a shot. Gets hit by a couple Agawam players. Agawam quickly gets the ball up. Nice pass by Agawam to get the ball up. Can they get a shot off? They do with 5 seconds left, and Julia Gray was there to save it. Spartans come out with a win, 18-4. We'll be back on Wednesday night playing South Hadley. Have a good night, everyone.